Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know it's not with God. Hip hop is real. We are here, with the boss lady, Kelz herself, running, putting people in position. If you guys don't know, man, Kel's been out here, one of the top OGs, I would say from the DMV area that really like helped push some of your prominent favorite artists. But as far as like, yourself, like I want, real quick, I want to kind of like for the people who might not be all the way familiar, like, how did you get your start like in battle rap? Like what got you to be in the position you in?
Um, I mean, when I came into battle rap, I literally went to an event. Yeah, I went to a local event. A friend of mine invited me to his very first battle. It was in Maryland, like right around the corner from my house or whatever. Um, I had a good time. I wound up talking with the guys at the time that owned the situation, and like a week later, they asked me to join, I guess, because they saw like I was kind of knowledgeable in battle rap. Because when I say I was watching this shit, this was in like 2015, and I found battle rap in like 2008, 2009. So
Okay.
I was at from the start of finding it up to 2008, I was like and like everything. And they asked me to join the league on staff like a week later. I was working with them for a while. And I started managing. I started managing Slugger after I saw his very first battle because I was like, I want to help him. Everybody else over there was already kind of established within the situation, and
Here, hold on
I
one
wanted,
second.
yeah.
Hold on one second. I just want to kind of just, slow down just for the people and everything like that.
Mhm.
So you went to your first event, like what you said like 2015? That's when you went to your first like
Yeah,
event?
yeah,
What event was that?
2015. It was a local event. It wasn't. I don't even really talk about them people, so I don't.
Okay,
But
okay.
yeah, but it was
Who
outside.
did you see? Like what did you see as far as the battles or something that excited you to be like, damn,
Um,
I like this or I want to be a part of this?
um, Murdoch battled that day. Actually, yeah, Murdoch battled that day in the park, and he was wilding.
Okay.
But my friend battled. I don't remember who my friend battled, but his battle never dropped. But Murdoch was wilding, so I'm like, all right, they got local events. Like y'all give me the information for whenever the next ones is. I'm gonna pull up. I don't mind. This shit seem fun.
Okay, okay. And right then and there, you kind of like, because you said you've been in the, like enjoying and loving the culture, but that was
Hmm.
like your first event live, and what was that live experience like?
It was energy. Plus, it was outside, so
Mm.
it was a lot of energy.
And then like, how did you like start getting into, I guess, the business of it? Like, where, because you said you started managing things like that. How did that
Yeah.
fall?
So yeah, that like I was saying, Slugger's my first client, and he did his very first battle, and he was nice. Prior to like joining battle rap, I was managing my best friend in music. Like I would set up everything he needed, like his studio time, his this, his that, whatever. So like I'm a super organized person, not always for myself, but for other people.
Okay.
So I when I saw Slugger, I was like, I can help him. Like I can do something with this. So me and Slugger had a conversation, and it just started from there. Fame was the second client after that.
Funeral Fame.
Yeah.
Well, what gave them the confidence, I guess, to be like, yo, Kels, manage me and things like that? And how was the experience managing these guys?
I don't know what gave them the confidence. Honestly, now that I think about it, it might just be it might be my demeanor because at the time I didn't necessarily like have no connections, but
Okay.
I'm the type of person whoever the head of this situation is, I got to go talk to them. That's just how I am. So that's the type of shit I was doing, and I just randomly started making connections, literally just from reaching out to people and talking to them. Like, yo, how do we do this? That's it. All right, bet. Then we do it. How do we do this? I was booking them out of town, and we was on the road for real. That's really how most of this shit started. We was on the road all the time.
How did you enjoy the experience of being a manager? Because I know like managing battle rappers can't be easy, dealing with
Mm.
egos or whatever the case may be, or just just the mindset of certain people. So what was that? What's that experience like? You know what I mean?
I mean, I feel like being a manager was way more fun than being a league owner because I literally only had certain responsibilities as a manager. Like, and I pick and choose who I'm going to work with. So that part matters. So like, let's say my roster, let's say I throw a random number. If my roster got 50 people, if I'm not the league owner and I manage 10 of them, that league owner got to deal with all 50 of them people. I only got to deal
Mm,
with this 10 over here. And really, the league owner got to deal with 40 now because these 10 are managed by me. They only got to talk to me. It ain't that serious. Or literally, my job is to make sure all my battlers have to do is rap. All they got to do is write and rap. That's it.
mm. How I guess the question I could ask is I feel like managing battle rappers like as far as publicly where people is talking about it, it became like a newer thing. I feel like a lot of battle rappers didn't
Yeah.
have a lot of representation. You know, as far as like you being a manager, well, I guess what's some of your featured artists that you feel like you really like help push or develop and things like that?
Shit, all of them. Ace, Fame, She, Swerve. These are like niggas I found from the bottom, and
Mm,
we built all the way up to where they are now. So Flair Soul, Foots, P Black, like
damn.
these are niggas that started with me. Granted, some of us started in another situation, but I was always right there with them, literally from the very beginning.
Wow. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
You mentioned some dope names in the culture, and it's good to see, Eminence5, you still got a great relationship. Like, what's the hardships, I guess, dealing with, some of the artists and being a manager? You know what I'm saying? Because I know everybody wants what they want and things like that.
hmm
Like, what are some of the things you go through that's like difficult as far as working with artists, or do anybody give you problems or whatever?
Um, I honestly really only one thing that I think kind of comes off as a problem, but I don't really give a fuck. Is sometimes I got to be honest with these niggas. Like if
Mm,
a situation presents itself, I present it to them like, yo, this league owner said they trying to book you versus such and such. How much you want? If they tell me what they want, I go back to that league owner. He said he want this. If the league, when I say I'm honest, a league owner literally be like, even though niggas shouldn't even have to talk like this, but a league owner literally be like, he ain't worth that. I'm not paying him nothing, actually. Now I got to go back and be honest. Like, hey, they said you ain't worth shit. I don't know what to tell
damn.
you. Like, yeah, but I think
Wow.
that might be the only like downside to it is having to be honest. But I feel like a lot of people don't like to be honest. I gotta be. That's the only way
I ain't gonna front.
we gonna elevate.
Yeah, nah, I respect that because like I feel like that is your demeanor. You a straight shooter. Like you gonna let a I've seen you in action in person, so you gonna tell a motherfucker about themselves, or you're not gonna avoid the
Absolutely.
situation. I like that.
Yeah, because a lot of people in battle rap lie. Like I said, if a league owner tell me he ain't worth that shit, but if he talk to that league owner, they not gonna literally to his face tell him you ain't worth that. They'll
Yeah,
never do that. They be like, all right,
yeah,
I'm gonna see about next time. But they gonna tell me he ain't worth it.
yeah,
Got
yeah.
him thinking it's a chance. Nah, that's what he said. That's all I got
So
for you.
are you still currently managing right now?
Oh yeah, I'm still managing. Yeah.
Okay. Now, how did you get in a position of like having your own league and putting people in position to well, putting yourself and
I
other
think it just
battle
broke up a
rappers
little
in
bit. Is that
position?
me?
Yeah, I
Hold
think
on. It broke up for a second.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, my question is, how did you get to the role of being a manager? I mean, a league owner. Like, how did that switch up happen?
So pretty much what wound up happening was when me and all the battlers I was managing in the league situation that we was with, a lot of stuff started going downhill. I was trying to fix certain situations. Niggas wasn't trying to fix the situation, so I decided to leave on my own. Um, and my battlers, I had a conversation with like literally all of them, and I'm
I'm
telling them
sorry,
like,
Kels.
listen,
Can you say that part again? Like, I heard you, but I wasn't clear to understand. Like, so what happened between, like, you said something
oh,
happened?
it was just a what I can't think of like the proper term to say. I wasn't agreeing with a lot of shit that them niggas was doing over there. Their business wasn't good for
Who's them
me.
niggas? Like, I'm just for my, clarity. Like, who's them niggas? Like, you know what I mean? I'm sure it's probably somebody you're not cool with, maybe. Probably don't want to announce them, but like, who you talking about?
Shit was handled when I left. Yeah.
What when you left where? Like I did like I'm kind of like
Another
as
local
far as
league in
where.
DMV.
Okay,
But that's
all
what
right,
I'm
all right.
saying. Like
That's
the way that shit happened, nothing from me. Literally nothing.
okay. Okay.
It was a bunch of weird shit. The business was bad. I left. Then niggas started to say certain little slick shit to the side. They was never nowhere to be
Okay.
seen, nowhere to have no in person conversations. It was some weird shit. So in all of that, I told my battlers, y'all can stay over there. Y'all can rap because I don't have a league. And I was never interested in being a league owner, but they all saw what was going on. And then in them speaking up, them niggas started getting weird with them too. So they all left. They couldn't to
Wow.
make a league because I kinda felt bad. Like when they left, I was like, damn, like we can't be on the road 24/7. Where the fuck is niggas gonna rap at? How are we gonna do this? So
Got
I
you.
was just like, fuck it, I'll start a league.
Wow. So basically, you got into it with the local league or however the situation like
Hmm.
happened, and y'all had odds. And once you left, basically you left with the roster. That's what it sounds
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Even after I started, I left with my guys that I was managing little by little. All of their
All of them.
battlers after that too started coming over here. Yeah, pretty much. I just found out the league ain't even they ain't doing nothing no more. I
Damn.
just found this out like a couple weeks ago. The league is done.
So that shows you gotta respect people, man. You gotta really have high level respect for people, especially people who are genuine and honest and doing good work. Because at the end of the day, it's like
Facts.
nobody gotta take your shit. Like you know what I mean? Like if you being disrespectful or dishonest or however this, like people don't gotta take your shit.
Hmm.
People could just go up and go handle their shit. Like people, like I could tell you self empowered. Like you're not like waiting for nobody to give you shit. So. You know what I mean? That's why you was able to
Hmm.
boss up like that, and make that move. So what was it like, throwing that your
No,
first
facts.
event? You know what I mean? What was it like throwing your first event? Having that excitement, seeing everybody follow you, and knowing that damn that it's a little bit more pressure now. Like niggas wanna, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like they kind of put a lot of faith in you to take shit to the next level. So what was that like? That transition like for you?
Um, Honestly, that first event was fun as hell. And it was actually a really good event. Like niggas wanted me to fail so fucking bad that it's crazy. Like that event was good. I had once I started with my own situation, I ain't been taking no L's for real. Like but like
Wow.
just like you said, like being a genuine person, like I'm just me. I'm not faking who I am for battle rap. I am who I am and I've been that before I even got involved in battle rap. And everybody that knows me can literally tell you the same thing. So yeah, it was just the first event was it was fun as hell.
Who were some of the marquee names or the like marquee battles that happened in that first event that I guess stands the test of time we can go back and watch and like what stood out from that first event, whether battles or MCs?
I think that first event was drugs versus she.
Wow.
I think, and then I did Ace and Castro versus Dre Dennis and Prep.
Wow. And what year is this?
I think that was the first time, 2019.
Okay, dope. That was like right in the beginning of the COVID. I mean, COVID. Like, yeah, COVID and caffeine era.
No, right, yeah, and it's crazy because once COVID happened, like I was a little worried, like, damn, I just started. What the fuck? What the hell we supposed to do? So we kind
and,
of
and
low
we
key
had a
had like
successful
some
event on
secret
top of that.
battles.
Like, damn.
Yeah, but we started doing like little secret, like uh small crowd battles. That's where I came up with my series Exile, where it's no crowd, just the two battlers rapping, the cameraman, and but yeah, because I in my mind I was like, all right, we all got to be safe. But then niggas started getting everything. Niggas they just want to fucking rap. We had to figure some shit out.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, that was the COVID restriction rules after a while. Like, 6 feet distance,
Hmm.
all of the shit we had to go through. So you was able to
But
survive through the adjustments and continue to grow.
yeah, Yep. And because we had martinis too, like martinis is a restaurant for real. It's a restaurant and lounge. So we every restriction, like once they started lifting restriction by restriction, they'd be like, all right, you can only have 10 people. All right, hey, 10 people, we can go to martinis to film a battle. What y'all trying to do? All right, y'all can have 30 people. Hey, we can get 30 now. Like that's literally how we was doing it.
Wow.
Event by event, like little small events.
Um, now now you've established yourself. You've had these dope events. You continuously put on dope events. You know what I mean? Like somebody who I think is dope. That continue to grow. What's your relationship like with Cuban? I see he's on like a marquee for your, yeah, like a marquee staple for headliner for your next event going down this
Hmm.
weekend. What's your relationship like with Cuban? Because I seen he got the battle rock, and he's constantly been elevating his game and things like that.
Yeah.
And he seems like he seems very passionate and he's super talented. But how did you guys link up?
Um, excuse me. Cuban's original home league isn't a league no more. Excuse me. So I think it was like not too long after him versus Ryder when they did the whole ban situation, and that was like right before I even left that first situation. I don't remember what year Cuban finally just came over here. I feel like he joined the league like maybe 3 years ago or something like that. But
Okay.
I'm also Cuban's manager. But we've been cool for a minute.
What's your thoughts on just his rise and like what made you decide for Eminence 5 to have him as the headliner for the day one card?
Oh, Cuban is amazing. And like I know a lot of people see the day two card and they like Cuban should have been on day two. We gave Cuban Tay Rock last year. And this
Yeah,
year he is
which was a
battling
great
for the
battle, by the
logo
way.
of the league.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, him and
I
Rock
love
was
that
crazy.
battle.
But
I
this
love
year
that battle. I ain't gonna lie, that's one of them battles
he
I got
decided
to
he's
sit down and
cool.
I really watch that I really enjoy. But go ahead, my bad. I ain't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, that battle was fire. But yeah, no, he this year he decided he's cool with giving a shot to somebody else that is a part of our roster. Like a lot of people don't understand, our roster gives a fuck about each other. If niggas pay attention, so Flair Soul, once he started like gaining some traction in the Crucible, he gave a shot to P Black. That battle got 10,000 views.
Dope.
Foots got a shot from Ace at one point. She just gave a shot to SBE Smoke recently. Like everybody that does something over here, they come back and they give a shot because they cool with doing that. And so
Dope.
Word and Cuban are the main event for day one because they battling for the logo of the league. It's a title fight.
Wow. Wow. So this is serious. Serious business going on
Yeah,
Friday.
it's serious as hell.
I was looking at this card, man. I'm like, yo, definitely day two, of course, you got a lot of super heavy hitters. But, talk about this day one card, and the whole Eminence. This is Eminence 5, guns down, mics up. Like, kind of give a
Hmm.
synopsis of what this Eminence means, and how hard it was to put this situation together because it's a 2-day event.
So I originally came up with the title of Eminence for an event because, like I said, the last situation, niggas was doing too much. They wanted to be petty. I decided to be petty. My first year, I came up with eminence to mean I'm better than you. so,
Mm,
so the first eminence card that I put together was all main event just to show them like I'm better than you. I'm doing better than you within my first few months of battle rap. I can put a better card together with my roster better than anything that y'all have ever fucking done. And that's what I did.
mm,
It was a
mm.
petty reasoning, and I know I teach like my staff and my battlers like don't never do nothing with ill intentions. At the time, the intentions wasn't ill. The thought of the how I came up with the name was, but the intent wasn't ill. It was just on some like
Yeah,
niggas think I'm a sucker, and
yeah,
yeah, I was.
yeah.
It wasn't going down like that. And every
It
Eminence
was it was
since has
more
been
like
crazy.
it was like more like they motivated you to get in your bag. Like they pushed you to get in that bag. Like,
Facts.
y'all
That's
think this and
literally
that.
what
Like,
it is.
it's no ill intent, but I'm gonna show y'all how great I am. So I'm gonna put on.
No,
Fuck how
facts.
y'all feel. I'm gonna put on. So I like that. I love how you bossed up on that. So that was the first eminence to flex your shit.
No, absolutely. Yep. And was that Foot's second battle? I think that was Foot's. No, that was Foot's third battle versus Rich Fetty. He was wilding. I had Slugger versus Sheffy. We had Jazz host that card. Um, she wasn't on this card. I think Swervo had battled Ty Pretty. Saflare wasn't there yet. Saflare didn't start battling yet. The card was crazy though. Like I got a playlist of every single Eminence from 1 through 4. Every single Eminence has had crazy fucking battles. Like they don't have no bad battles on them for real. Every Eminence
Is
is
this the
crazy.
first time it's a eminence has become a 2 day event?
As Eminence, yes. What I did last year, I think, and the year before, but this year, when I put all the heavy hitters, which is kind of like culmination was supposed to be something to where like the top rookies that didn't necessarily Eminence with the tops, they still get a chance to be seen that weekend. That's what it was. That's what it originally was. But this time, when I put Eminence together as a standalone card, it was so many heavy hitters, and I just kept adding to it, kept adding to it, kept adding to it. And then I'm looking, I'm like, damn, I left a lot of fire niggas out. I left out SB Smoke. Cuban and Word originally wasn't a matchup yet. I left out Villa, Truth Watson. Who else we had? I was given an opportunity to two of my newer guys, Zai and Deontay Els. And then I
Okay.
left out Dreddy. Like it was mad niggas. I'm thinking like, damn, I left these niggas off the card for real. And they actually could have earned to be on the card. And then once I started putting those matchups together, I was fucking culmination type shit.
Mm. So, I'm not gonna lie. Looking at the first day, I'm really not familiar with too many people. Of course, I know Truth,
Hmm.
Cuban, Capo, a lot of these guys I'm not too familiar with. So, like, if you could kind of like, for the fans out there who's gonna be purchasing a pay-per-view, or you know what I'm saying, or just, kind of just tuning in to our society and how you
Hmm.
guys give it up. Like, what can they expect for this day one? Like, you know what I mean?
So day one is actually going to be crazy. Zion Deontay Els are like two of my newest promising stars. Rory Lorne is one of them too. Dreddy and SB Smoke are 2-on-2 partners. Smoke is also in the Crucible this weekend. He's in this phase. Um,
Wow.
Kai is from the Spaces. He's a very promising star also. Um, who else? Tana and Bearvon. Uh, Bearvon is fire. Bearvon is fire. It's still a little bit of development that me personally I'm working with him on. And then Tana and Bearvon's managers, I somehow they got a bet or something going on. They had some like back and forth, and then they wanted them to battle. They presented it to me, and I was just like, cool.
How do
everybody,
you like
everybody else.
you it's like when you look at battle rap, it's like so hard to create new stars or to put certain things
Hmm.
and things like that. Like, what gives you the vision to see where these guys could potentially be? Because like you are responsible for, like you said, Souffleur Soul Foots, which are like the top of the new URL
Hmm.
roster. These are like some heavy hitters. And of course Ace Amin, Cuban, certain guys who's also been in the ranks and who's moved up in the ranks of the URL rosters and everything. How do
Hmm.
you go into finding these talents and to not, like, or what do you look for? Let me ask that, because a lot of times people feel like a lot of people, they like the same, or everybody raps the same. I've heard that, in DMV, people like critics of the DMV, everybody in the DMV rap the
Yeah, they try
same,
to say
things
it.
like that. Yeah, so for yourself, what do you look for in talent? Like what you introducing all these new guys, like people that I haven't heard of. I've been here for 10 plus years. You know what I'm saying? So these gonna be like new for me to see these guys and things like that. So like how do you go, like what do you do with your mindset to actually find this new talent, or what are you really looking for?
For the most part, if I go and I see somebody their first battle, I give somebody a tryout. I'm just watching them for who they are. But as I'm watching, everything in my head will formulate to what they need to work on, how I can help them work on it. But the biggest thing about it is I be looking for niggas that's gonna listen because
Mm.
I like well-rounded battlers. I like battlers that can do multiple things. I don't like a battler that can just do this one thing. Oh, he's a performer. All he do is perform. Then when he's standing still rapping this same shit, that shit is ass. That don't even make sense to me. So I
Gotcha.
like niggas that listen. They can become well-rounded battlers. They can learn other things. If somebody comes in the battle rap and all they know how to do is punch, they can learn how to scheme. They can learn how to like switch their flows, switch their cadences. They can learn other shit if they listen. If they don't want to listen, I can't do nothing with them.
Mm. I like that. So somebody who could follow directions and understand, you know what I'm saying, what they who's not who's willing to put their ego to the side and actually grow. Because a lot of
Yes.
times people get in their own way. You know what I'm saying? And it takes
Yeah,
somebody outside looking in.
niggas start thinking they better than what they are. Their friends start telling them they better than what they are. She don't know what she doing over there. Then they go somewhere else
Damn.
and ain't nothing happening.
Yo, and Kelz, I could tell you the type to tell a nigga, yo, that shit was ass. You was trash, my nigga. Let's keep it
I
100.
swear on everything. Literally, I tell them like that shit wasn't it. But niggas say I'm wrong, even though I didn't help mad niggas, niggas that was before you, niggas that was after you. Kales is wrong. Your friends is right. Your friends that don't know shit. Yeah, they right.
Yeah.
Shit
And
don't
then
make no
I'm sure
sense.
you probably get charged like you don't even rap. You're not a battler. You don't
No,
understand. You
yeah,
probably I
facts.
don't know, but I can imagine, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely get that. And that shit don't mean nothing to me. Because
Yeah.
I know even if I don't rap, because I know for a fact like people think that I can and I really can't. Like I can't formulate a fucking bar at all. And I fake like
Okay.
tried hella years ago. I can't do that shit, and I'm not trying to. But like,
Got you.
I know what other things to do with whatever the fuck bars you came up with. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to describe, I guess.
And it's more than just, of course, bars is at the top of everything, but originality, having your own style, it's a lot of things. And are you entertaining?
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Are you consistent? Like, it's a lot of things that come with, being a great artist. So, people, I've had those type of charges too. Like, you know what I'm saying? With certain people, it's like, I don't have to do what you do to know what's entertaining or what looks good or what sounds dope. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
No
Um,
facts. No facts.
now, day two, you know what I mean? Day two, I ain't gonna lie. I seen this card and I'm like, damn, this shit looking like, this shit could potentially be one of the best cards of the year. Like like that's just me looking and seeing how battle rap's been going this year and everything. I'm looking at the card. I'm like, yo, I like a lot of these battles on this card. Like I really feel like you went crazy. Like of course you got the top guys and things like that, but I like the way you matching them up. What was the mindset for day two? You know what I mean? We're putting this together and having all these heavy hitters on here. You heard?
To the original Eminence thought process, I'm better than niggas. You can hear
Got
me?
you. Mm.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
All
no,
right,
I
there we
hear
go.
you.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little delayed now. Yeah, this shit delayed as hell.
Nah, you good on my end though. You good.
All right, but yeah, it went back to the original idea of I'm better than y'all. Like, but this time it was a little different because this is a joined event with my father, and for his first like introduction, not into battle rap, but into like trying to work with helping promote and certain things. I was like, I gotta OD. Like I literally have to. And with
So
all the
you showing
traction that
up?
we've been
You
gaining
showing
with
out for
like
pops?
not necessarily showing out because he was at the last Eminence. He saw how the last Eminence
Okay,
went. We
okay.
had we had Rock, we
Got you.
had
Got you.
Vixen, we had it was one oh we had Ryder. He requested Ryder on the card specifically. Ryder and Cat Poet. He
Dope.
liked their battle last year, so he requested both of them. But yeah.
Talk about the card, some of the guys, the matchups and things like that.
All right, I really only got a few minutes left. I just realized I've been in here for 30 minutes. So
Okay, yeah. So yeah.
no, we got.
Well,
I
let
got a
me
couple
ask you
more
this
minutes.
then. The
Mm,
the main event, Tay Rock, Ace Amin, of course, like, Rock, Maryland's own, you know what I mean? Like he been putting down for years, and the Ace Amin, Weapon X, one of the guys that, really grew and put a lot of pain and became a household name in the culture. You know what I'm saying? Why'd you put that matchup together right there?
it's for the DMV. Baltimore versus PG County in the heart of Southeast DC. It's literally for the DMV. Like this past week, I've been going passing out flyers everywhere that like I be driving around to sometimes. When I tell you like DC don't pay attention to shit, I hit and I'm like, so we had Tay Rock and Martinis last year. Where y'all be at? Like, but so I'm bringing culture. So like it's kind of like you gotta put that shit in their face. Like, so we in DC. The Flyers is getting passed out. Niggas see it. They gonna show up, man. And I try to get
Mm,
Honor on the card. Everybody keep asking. I try to get your Honor on the card. He said he's chilling right now. I swear I tried. He gonna be there though.
yeah. Dope, dope, dope. I mean, I just think that's going to be a dope matchup. I love Sheet Happens versus Swamp. I think that's another fire matchup.
Hmm.
Bad news, and Swervo. Like, you know what I mean? Like, News been on a crazy run. Swervo coming off of a tough known battle. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah,
know he going to want some
yeah,
get back. You know what I'm saying? And I love the 2-on-2. I like that you put your guys back
yeah.
together. You know what I mean? Foots and Soul, and yeah, got him versus A Ward and Loso, which is another dope matchup. You got J2 and Bonnie Godiva
Crazy.
versus Vixen and Kada Poet. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be interesting. I don't know how that shit gonna look. That shit gonna be crazy. Um, T Top versus Hood Light Vito. If you give me a quick little, Hood Light Vito, I'm not too familiar.
One thing that I will say is T Top asked for Vito. T Top no Vito
Okay.
talk that shit. We was at the Crucible in North Carolina. T Top know what's up with Vito. He literally asked for him. Suge asked for Vito too when I booked Suge versus Vito. Niggas know Vito. That nigga Vito is
Okay.
fired. He battled Zeke last year at Eminence. He battled Jack Boy. He did the Suge battle. Vito got some fire performances. He battled Wusaw. That nigga Vito fire.
Okay. So it's about to be some shit. They about to talk that shit then.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Hell yeah.
Suge versus Funeral Fame. That's gonna be interesting to see Funeral Fame with Suge, like the height discrepancy and him yelling at Suge. That's gonna be fun to watch.
That's David and Goliath shit. That shit gonna be hilarious to me.
Yeah, David
But
and
the bars
Goliath.
is
Yeah, I
fire. The
like how you
bars gonna
put
be
that
fire for
together.
sure.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and you
Hmm.
said you got Ryder versus Zeke.
Yeah.
Dot versus Northeast Tay.
Hmm.
Um, Zeke and Northeast Tay. If you could kind of give me a little, rundown on those two guys, and why'd you do the matchup with him and Ryder, and then North and Dot, real quick.
So Zeke and Northeast Tay, both two of my up and coming stars right now. Tay did the Crucible last year. And I don't know if a lot of people know, but I know some interviews was done. Everybody might not have seen it. After the top six was picked, I think P talked to. I wasn't at the event, but I think P talked to Monty and Northeast Tay, and they were both supposed to do band battles. Monty did his band battle, but Northeast Tay opponent had backed out. So like Tay definitely in the mix a little bit, but I'm booking him certain shit to try to keep him in the mix. Zeke is in the Crucible right now. He battles on Sunday in the play-in. So like both of them are at a point where it's time for them to elevate. It's time for them to break through. And My father requested ride on the card, like I said, and I decided to book him versus Zeke. Zeke need an opportunity like that. And originally it was supposed to be Northeast Tay versus Your Honor. But like I said, Honor was chilling. That actually would have been amazing for DC. They both I was trying to figure out who replace him with. I tried somebody else, they had to back out. And then something said just try that. Cause that I've been seeing that a little bit lately, and that been fire. And I feel like Tay need like some pressure on him, especially after the Prayers Mafia battle.
Dope.
How you doing?
And Emerson Kennedy versus Eunice. Yo, dope card. It's a pay-per-view, so everybody could go get the pay-per-view if you can't make it, if you're not gonna be out there.
Hmm.
It's going down in DC. And I see you got the time slot and everything. So it looked like y'all trying to be on like point. Like y'all not playing. You know what I'm saying? Like I like that.
Yeah, because it was a lot of criticism with the us versus Gates of the Garden event, and I stepped right into the fire. All right, I hear everything that y'all saying, but what y'all want me to do? Like that's what I'm asking. I'm looking for solutions. I kind of came to like a resolution. Like they keep saying this 1 and 3 round shit. I didn't really care about at first because ain't nobody never used to ask me. But I told him I would put it on the pay per view because the people that kept saying it were people that wasn't even at the event. People that don't be at no events. They watching it
Mm.
at home. You can go and segregate on the pay per view. Decide if you want to purchase it or not.
Just for clarification, like what are these like 1 rounds or 3 round battles? Just while we here.
It's a mix. It's a mix of both. It was originally supposed to be 5 and 5 because it's 10 battles on the card. 10 3 rounders
Okay.
is ridiculous, and ain't nobody standing up
Yeah,
for
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit. But it's
Fact, fact.
now. I had to make Ace and Tay Rock 1 round, or I was gonna have to reschedule it. And I just feel like right this second we needed that on this card, so I had to make it one, and I'm cool with that. But everything is listed out on Rapbury. Which ones is one? Which ones is three?
Okay, okay, great. I appreciate yo, Kels. Thank you for your time. Again, dope card. Hip Hop is Real will definitely be in the building, you know what I mean, supporting. So we gonna be out there
Appreciate
working
you.
and get some behind the scenes and building with the artists and everything like that. So I'm excited to see what you got going on this weekend. Excited to be a part of it. And I just want to say salute to you for just bossing up. Last thing I want to leave with, right? In a male dominated
Mhm.
industry, you as a female, how hard is it, for you to conduct business, and for people that I guess first take you serious and not try to just flirt with you or talk to you and this and the third, but to also see that you're really about your business and things like that and respect you on that level.
Honestly, I'm not gonna say it's hard because I ain't never really gave a fuck. But it was definitely some chances where, like you said, like niggas that try to flirt, and then now I never work with you because you can't keep your
Okay.
mind on business, or as far as now I'm not gonna hand begin like it be little shit for me. Hard for me though because I don't care. I don't be caring about shit.
Okay. Okay. Well, Kels, keep working, keep winning. I'm gonna see you this weekend. Any last words you want to leave for the people?
Eminence 5, guns down, mics up. The youth are welcome. 14 to like 17, y'all are very much welcome. I got discounted tickets for the 14 to 17 year olds. As long as you come in with your parent, don't tell nobody that I told you. You can just come to no event. I don't got nothing to do with that. You got to be with your parents. And yeah, we in Southeast DC, man. Eminence 5.
Kels, thank you. Appreciate your time. Hip Hop is Real. We out of here.
I appreciate it.